All right, we're just starting off on a 3-night, 4-day trip. We just made a really big, mile and a half slog to get here. I'm with Jay on the DaxWoodsWanderer channel. And we're gonna try and get on some brook trout. So we gotta go back to the car right now, grab some more gear, come up, and then we're gonna get fishing. So we'll see how this goes. Let's get at it. Almost back, we're about halfway back. I got my bag.
What's that?
Jay's got his canoe umbrella. We're almost there. The lake looks beautiful. Yeah, hopefully we get on some brook trout here. All right, we're finally set up. It's a wet one. It's raining pretty good. Got my tent right here with a little tarp over it. Jay's tent's right here. Hopefully neither of us snore. Got our boats ready to come down to the water. We're gonna do some fishing, I think, very soon. We got the fire pit right here. And we got the tarp set up into a little kind of lean-to. We were just talking about how a lean-to would be glorious right now, an actual lean-to. We're paddling out to start some fishing for the evening. Probably have a couple hours to fish. As you can see, it's gloomy and wet. But it's not cold, so that's a bonus. This lake is not supposed to be very heavily fished, from what I hear. And I think there's native brookies in here. We're trolling. I marked a couple nice fish already. I'm trolling a silver lake clear wobbler on the right side here on a 6-gill halfling rod. On the left side, I'm just trolling a chartreuse and white floating rapala on a 6-gill halfling rod. Jay's already on a fish. He's been trolling for under 5 minutes. He's on a fish. Hopefully I get some luck like that. I'm using a power bait bubblegum trout worm. Jay and I were just talking about how some bodies of water, the power bait pink worms work better. And on some lakes, real night crawlers work better. The trout pond we just came from, the pink worm was working better. But here, he says the real one is working better, so I'm going to have to switch to a real worm probably. We'll see. I'm gonna fish this one for a while, see if we get a bite. If not, we're going back to the real worm. It's wet, but it's peaceful. And we're getting rained on pretty good now. Jay landed that one fish, said it was a really nice brookie. 12 inches, really nice color. And he has had a few more bites. I haven't had a bite. I'm getting just straight skunked. I switched up the rapala to a second wobbler. I think we're gonna go a little bit farther down this lake, turn around, troll back, go in and make some grub, have some drinks, and then get in the warm, dry tents and sleeping bags. Hopefully we get on the fish tomorrow. It's pretty nasty out. It's 10 minutes to 8. And we're just getting straight poured on now. And it's pretty cold. We got a little ways to paddle. We're trolling with wobblers, so we got to go really slow. Which makes it even tougher. No lean-to, huddled under a tarp. That's alright. Jay and I are at camp. We're cooking up some hot dogs. No fire tonight. We're just kind of huddled under this tarp. It's raining pretty good. We're soaking wet. We're gonna hang here, eat some grub, and call it early night tonight. Yeah, I think so, right? Can barely see, everything's wet. And shine your light right at those dogs real quick. There we go. We didn't even set Jay's big stove up or nothing. We're just cold, wet, and hungry. Alright, we're in the tent. We ate pretty good. We sat under the tarp. No fire. But we had some good conversation, some good food, some good drinks. It's time to hit the hay. We're going to get up early. We're going to try and get on these brook trout. And hopefully we get on. Tomorrow's going to be a much nicer day, hopefully. It was a wet night. We stayed up till almost midnight last night hanging out. We're about to get down there and start fishing. It's like 6:30 a.m. We'll go in, we'll get some morning fishing, come back and make some coffee and breakfast. We're fishing. We picked up a fish. Same spot Jay did yesterday, trolling for no time. Trolling for like 3 minutes. Feels like a nice one too. Could be a bass. If it's a brookie, it's a nice one. It's a bass. It's a largie. It's 17.5 largie. We've been trolling for a little while now. Probably about an hour and a half. No more bites. Well, I haven't. I don't know what Jay's got. He's up the lake a little ways. This lake is really pretty though. It's nice. You don't see, I think there's only 2, there's more campsites around it, but only 2 that when you're on the water you can say that's a campsite. The rest of the lake just looks untouched. Right now it's full of fog. I'm hoping it clears up and we get some sunshine for a little while. See what this place looks like. I'd really like to catch a brook trout though. I haven't caught one yet this year. I think we got a brookie. Finally. Oh no, I think it's another bass. Come on, man. We're going to troll back down the lake, heading back to camp, and we're going to make up some breakfast and some coffee. It's crazy. Jay's got like 3 brook trout, and I've caught 2 largemouth bass. Usually you don't catch bass and trout on the same trip. Hopefully, I got a pretty long paddle, and I went over some fish on the way up here, so hopefully I pick up a brook trout. I want to see a nice brook trout, nice dark colored with bright spots. That's what I love. Those are the brook trout I love to catch. Now we got a fish, and now I think this one is actually a brook trout. I shouldn't have said that though, because well, it should be a bass. It feels different. Definitely a nice brook trout. Yes. It's a really nice brook trout. "16-inch brookie." We're gonna let this guy go. We're gonna see if we can let him go. He took the hook pretty deep. I think he's gonna be all right. Whoa. Oh yeah, he's gonna be good. He didn't like me touching him just now. That was awesome. That was a really nice brook trout, 16 inches, beautiful colors. I'm pretty happy with that. If I don't catch another one this whole trip, I'll still be happy with the brook trout I caught. I hope I catch more, but if you're gonna catch one brook trout, that's the one to catch. It's a nice brook trout. Hopefully we can get another one here. Go in, have some breakfast and coffee like I said before, and then fish some more. We're back in from fishing. I'm making up some coffee and boiling some water for Jay so he can make his hot chocolate. Jay's gonna whip up some chocolate chip pancakes and bacon. This is how I'm making my coffee. Little GSI silicone drip, collapsible. Pour over. Bacon's on. That looks like good bacon too. Thick cut?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a pretty good cup of coffee. It's going to be strong. That's going to be pretty good. Jay messed up the pancake. He said I have to eat that one.
You know how I do.
That's breakfast. Bacon, big chocolate chip pancake. Pour over coffee. It's gonna be good. We worked hard already this morning. Got 3 brook trout, 2 bass. Didn't want the bass, but we got them. We're gonna grub this.
They love a worm on the end of the wobbler just as much as a trout.
Yeah. They bit so lightly too. Crazy. This is the little trail we walked down from our camp down to the boats. We're out fishing again. Breakfast done, had my coffee, sat around for a little bit, and time to do some fishing. And then I think after that, I might take a nap. I'd like to catch another brook trout before the evening fish. That'd be nice. Now you can kind of see the pond, what it looks like. Lake, I think it's a lake. It's kind of like a big pond, but I guess it's a lake. You can see all the fog is lifted now. We're down in this bowl. I'll bet you in the fall it's just crazy here. Got a little tailwind pushing us down the lake right now. It's pretty nice out. And we're back in from getting skunked midday fishing. The sun came out, the wind picked up, so we came in. Ooh. I just woke up from my nap. Jay went in to take a nap after me. He's still sleeping. I didn't want to wake him up. So I thought I'd come out and get a pre-evening troll in. We can't get a bite. We've tried so many different things. I don't think I've ever tried so many different things. It's weird, like on our last trip last week, you would hit these little brief windows of activity and then it would just shut off for a long time. We caught fish on day 2, 4, and 5. Got skunked on 1 and 3. But even the days we caught fish, it was far and few between. And we would catch them, you've seen it, like back to back and then back, back, back. And that's how it was today too. We caught a few fish and then it just shut off. I'm seeing fish, I'm going over them, I did everything. I even dropped just a weightless worm down and it wouldn't eat it. But I'm trolling back in, a nice little slow troll here. Hopefully pick up one last sunset, not sunset because it's so cloudy bite. We're probably going to go in and make some dinner. Not even sure what we're having for dinner yet. Unless I pick up a fish. Jay's too far from me. Even if he gets a fish, I won't turn the camera on. But unless I get another fish, we'll see you back at camp. Alright, I'm back at camp. Clearly I didn't catch another fish, but I got to witness Jay slay a monster like 18-inch brookie from across the lake from me. Hopefully we can get on a morning fish or two. That'd be nice. But we're going to make up dinner here. We're going to make some jalapeno cheddar burgers and some mashed potatoes. It's going to be good. Yeah, we got the burgers going. Like I said, they got cheddar cheese and jalapenos in them. Jay's got the baby reds going. And we're going to have a good meal. We'll get up early tomorrow and try and get on some fish again. Oddly enough, Jay's getting our first fire of the trip going.
Yeah, I'm usually a bit of a firebug, man.
This is like night 2 when we're just starting our first fire. Burgers are almost done. And the water's boiling, so we'll be eating soon. There she is. The burger's got a little spice to it. That's good. Cooked them up probably about medium. Jay's got the fire going. The rain's hitting the tarp. Spring peepers are peeping. We haven't heard our owl in a little while. There's been a lot of owl activity here. And I'm going to eat this, maybe have a drink, and go to bed. See you in the morning. Jay and I are back in the woods, and we're hearing some crazy vocalizations coming from the woods right now that neither of us have ever heard before. We're thinking it's 2 owls communicating with each other at the same time. But it's really strange. It's morning. We're just hunkered in the tent. It's pouring out and it's pretty chilly. At some point we might get motivated and get up and go out and fish in the rain and come back and pack up and get out of here, but right now it's kind of hard to get out of my warm sleeping bag and go out in that cold rain. So for now, I'm staying in bed. It's kind of our miserable existence right now. We're finally up and out of the tent. What time is it?
Oh, it's like 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. We're finally up and out of the tent. It just rained all night, all morning, and it's not going to stop. So we're thinking we're just going to pack up slowly. We got tarps over our tents and a place to sit, keep all our stuff dry. We're just going to get out of here. I'd like to fish again and go see if I can catch another trout, but I don't think that's happening. So we got a couple trips. We got, what is that, like a little over a mile?
Yeah, like 1.1.
1.1 mile portage out of here. We're probably going to do it in like 2 trips. So that's the plan right now. Finally got the tent packed up. It's still raining. It's never going to stop. And I'm just taking a break under this tarp. We got the 4.4 mile slog going, double carrying all done. Going both ways. We're all loaded up. Jay's strapping his boat down. Everything is extremely wet, including us. Only got 1 brook trout, but it was a really nice one. Jay slayed me fishing. I'll get him next time. Jay and I on the way home, we stopped for some food at the North Country Market in Old Forge. I got the Diablo. What'd you get?
Cuban.
That looks pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
We had to eat. We didn't eat anything. We woke up today and we slogged out of there in the pouring rain, and we're pretty hungry, so we're gonna grab this, and then that's a trip. Thanks for watching. So we'll see you on the next one. Say goodbye, Jay.
See you guys.